last decade, rock and roll is kind of that way. You talk about love and girls and party. Do you think that rock and roll needs to go back and see what is happening in society and all the stuff?
It can. It's not for everyone. Not everybody should probably do that. I think the world is ready for big guitars, big drums again. And a lot of the rock music that's come out lately has been a bit fluffy and softer. So if they're ready for the world's ready for a nice, triumphant, powerful rock and roll.
Now, talking about Bang Bang, that you would say that it was kind of the mass shooting that is happening around the world. It surprised you the lack of tolerance that people have right now in the world?
Yeah, people are pretty, a lot of crazy fucks out there. But who's to say I'm not a crazy fuck?
It's true.
I think it's surprising to people, but I think it's also, the big surprise is that, wow, this has been going on forever, and now that there's more social media and cameras, and, cell phone cameras, and just, we're seeing it more. But I also think it's also nice that now that people are seeing it more, people are actually standing up and saying, hey, this is, one, it's not right, number two, we're not all like that.
Now, talking about right now, that is this year in the United States, like all the election circus about it, what's the point of view of doing that?
Every election, like, just about half the people are super pissed off at the result. And it's, politics are horrible. And this is the worst election in history. It's complete debacle. It's a circus sideshow. It's crazy idiots running around shouting out racism and being violent and talking about the size of their cocks. And it's just like, I know the end is near, right? Soon the election will be over. We'll be okay.
I personally am not voting for anybody. I'm voting against Donald Trump. But that said, it just kind of sucks that in such a big country, such a country that seems, at times you think, wow, we're gonna get our head on straight, and you would hope that, but then it's more of the same. It's either more of the same or it gets worse.
Now, you became a Green Day member probably a couple of years after they created. What was your opinion about Green Day before joining them?
Oh, I love those guys. We played some shows with them, and me, Billy, Mike, had hung out a couple times, and I always thought, wow, these guys are really talented. And you could see that there was a special thing with Billy and Mike. And I was good friends with John Pickmeyer, House Bronte, their previous drummer. I moved to the area where they lived, and John moved up north of where I was from, and it just sort of happened.
Now, we're on music videos. I'm going to ask you about some videos and tell me what
videos,
you remember
thank God.
about music. Start with American Idiots.
We had green flag juice take over everywhere. That was a lot of fun, performing in liquid and just getting all covered and stuff.
American Idiot, but were the green, when all the green liquid comes out of the amps, couple things. One, that was inspired by The Shining and the elevator. Number two, I was just hoping to God that the amps didn't, because it was about 600 gallons worth, and I was hoping to God that the amps didn't fall over on me, and because it was a one-shot deal. And number three, it's fucking cold. Okay. Never heard of it. Basket Case, that was filmed in black and white, and we actually, I remember that was right when the only other thing that had been filmed in black and white at the time that we saw was a Heart-Shaped Box, and we did that whole thing in black and white, and then we flew down to Los Angeles, and I sat there with a color expert all day long and picked all the colors. So like the blue of the floor and all that stuff I got to pick through.
So that's why the colors are so bright.
They're so bright because they were all added afterwards.
Tell me what you remember about it. One, obviously inducted in the Hall of Fame, rock and roll music. How was the night?
That was great. We had all our friends and family were there, and all our musical peers and some of our idols were there that we played. Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney. But it's surreal, like, seeing all these musicians that we grew up listening to, and they're on stage with you, hanging out. I really enjoyed it. That was a once in a lifetime, very special.
Now I told in social media that I'm going to interview you, and a lot of people start asking me, like, ask them when they're going to come to Mexico again.
I don't know when, but we're coming. We'll be back.
Hell yes. Hell yes, we want to come to Mexico.
So they can expect probably not in 2016 but 2017
yes.
probably?
Yeah, I would hope so, yes. It's high on my priorities list.
So what's your favorite memory about Mexico?
That's not my favorite memory, but it's kind of a funny story is when we played in Mexico City at the arena, the biggest arena there. After everything, our band party, everybody, Billy and Mike and all our roadies and everybody were leaving, and I stopped to, I think I was telling the caterer thank you for feeding us, and we went through the kitchen on the way out the back door. I stopped the caterer was there, and I said, hey, thanks a lot for feeding us, and like, oh, cool, and so I said goodbye to everybody, and I went out, and there was an empty loading dock. Everybody left me, and I was there by myself in the back, and then I turned around, and the door was locked at the arena, so I couldn't get back inside, and I was stuck outside for a while, and then I think they eventually noticed after about 40 minutes.
Hey,
where's our drummer?
Now, talking about also this year, sadly, we have lost a lot of great artists. I'm going to ask you about two, and tell me what you admire most about it, starting with David Bowie.
David Bowie was incredible. I actually cried when he found out he passed away. And to come out with that record like he did, and he was brilliant all the way to the end. And then from the grave, even coming back to kick our asses with creativity.
Mr. Lynn.
Oh, I mean, he was a rocker of the truest kind. He really was. And not to mention one less bass player. Legendary. But he was uncompromising. Lemmy lived the way Lemmy wanted to live, and he wrote songs and was an artist the way he wanted to live and be an artist. And I think that's more inspiring than almost anything you could even ask for.
And what happened with me with all these losses is that changed my perception of it. Did it change yours with all these losses?
No, it just kind of made me wonder, like, oh shit, who's next? Like, kind of looking around, like, there's a lot of, great artists that are getting up there in age. It makes you think, if you have a chance to see some of these guys and they're out on tour, go see them. You're not going to, it's time to stop saying, oh, I'll catch them on their next tour.
My perception of death has been, in the last few years I've been through some heavy stuff at home too, about family illnesses and things as well. And I guess my perspective of death is, I hope that I can, one, have perspective about the rest of my days here on this planet and be appreciative and show some gratitude. I just hope that, when I'm challenged, or ill or sick or whatever, that I can say, even today, I can say, you know what, I'm going to die, but not today.
I'm going to ask you about how easy it was to finish that song, Starry Other People Bang Bang.
That's a fast one. The Bang Bang is, by the time if we would play this time, you know what, I'm going to come back and do this tomorrow, because this song means a lot of energy. And I remember hanging out, going to sleep early, and waking up and exercising and getting in the studio and tons of energy. I think 2 or 3 takes. It wasn't easy, but I was prepared for it.
as always, is a minute to talk with you. Any message you want to say to all of your fans, not just to Mexico, but in Latin America?
We miss you. We'll see you soon. Extraño mucho. Te quiero.
Awesome, ya lo vieron, Trey Cool. Vamos a continuar con más. Oh, it's an honor, man.
Oh, wait. No, sit down. Look at that, sit down. I see the future.
Yeah, it's always happening.